Welcome to my New Zealand Rugby channel, where the Kiwi spirit and rugby passion come together as one. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my mates. Reading Jacques Nienaber's reflections on the Springboks' journey of growth, I felt there was a much deeper layer of meaning than what you'd usually find in a standard sports analysis. It isn't just the story of a team climbing from doubt to the top of the world, it's also the story of a mindset, an inner transformation, and above all, the art of facing failure in order to evolve. What struck me most was the way Nienaber and Erasmus didn't just rebuild the team's performance abilities, they rebuilt its psychology, which had been shaken by the time they took over in 2018. Their emphasis that the squad then didn't have the champion's DNA except for Franz Stein reveals a blunt truth: to become world champions, you must first learn to live like one. And that's never easy for a group so used to being the underdogs. I find it fascinating that they still kept that underdog mindset all the way into the 2019 World Cup, even though they had a long-term plan aimed at 2023. It shows their capacity to push beyond their own expectations. They projected a 4-year climb back to the top, yet the team became ready sooner than they imagined. There's something in that which mirrors life itself. We often underestimate our own potential, and only when we place ourselves under real pressure does our true capability ignite. The part one resonated with most was when Nienaber spoke about failure as an essential part of evolution. I see this as a deeply mature and necessary perspective, especially in elite sport where the pressure to perform can be overwhelming. He pointed out that once you're the champions, everyone will analyze you, dissect your stats, search for every weakness to defeat you. Because of that, if you don't continually innovate, you will fall behind. I believe this applies not only to sport, but to every aspect of life. The greatest success often becomes the trap that makes us complacent. I was particularly impressed when he said that growth forces you to pursue goals you're not even sure you can achieve. Many people fear this because it comes with a high chance of failure. But it's precisely that courage, the willingness to chase something you're not guaranteed to win, that shapes a team, or an individual, with the spirit of a true champion. Another aspect that moved me was the humility Nienaber sees in the current Springboks players. Despite capturing titles again and again, they don't treat them like crowns to show off, but as responsibilities they must defend and continually prove worthy of. I believe the greatest value of a champion lies not in how many matches they win, but in their ability to stay humble in victory and accept failure as a natural part of the journey. I can picture Nienaber now, no longer leading the team, watching them from afar as a spectator. Perhaps he feels pride mixed with a little nostalgia, but above all, a sense of fulfillment in seeing the values he helped shape not only preserved but growing even stronger. It makes me think that the greatest achievement of a coach or any leader isn't the trophies they win, but seeing their team continue to thrive even after they've stepped away. What gives his reflections such a human quality is his insistence that to become a true champion isn't about believing you're the best, but knowing you must be better than you were yesterday. And to do that, accepting failure isn't just important, it's necessary. I find this mindset especially valuable in a world where failure is so often viewed as something shameful. Looking back on the whole story, I draw a personal lesson. Success is never the end point, but simply the beginning of a new journey. And on that journey, constant evolution and a willingness to learn are what keep us from falling behind. The Springboks have shown exactly that. From a team people doubted, they've become a symbol of resilience, perseverance, and a mindset that never stops growing. Reading Nienaber's insights leaves me with deep respect not only for him, but for the entire South African rugby system. They don't just train players, they cultivate thinking. And that is what truly sets apart a sustainable champion. Thanks for being part of my New Zealand rugby journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss any epic moments. Big thanks to all the fans.